Skinny girls weak, them hoes don't compare. Junk in the trunk looking like 2 pairs. Woo, got me hotter than a sauna. Ass so fat, make me wanna thank your mama. Ass so fat, I think I need a lap dance. Ass so fat, about to pop out of them pants.
Okay, you guys, so I have all my oxtails here. As you can see, this is like a lot because I'm making this for work. This one bag right here is just $71 by itself. And I have 2 bags of oxtails. There's another one under here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these oxtails out the bag, put them in this bowl, rinse them with some super cold water. So I'm going to, this is super cold water. I'm going to rinse this 2 times in super cold water. Like, as you can see, stuff is floating. We want to clean these oxtails. So we're going to rinse this with cold water. And on the 3rd rinse, we're going to put a little bit of vinegar and lime. So this is a lot of oxtails, y'all. This is like $150 worth of oxtails. So this bowl is huge. Sorry if some of it may be like out of frame. But you see all that stuff floating? That's like fat and scum and residue and all this stuff. So we're going to rinse this a couple times. So this, I'm going to agitate it with my hand. And then we're going to rinse it. You see the blood coming out too? We're going to try to pull some of that blood out with the vinegar and the lime too. I'm sorry if I sound crazy. I just woke up. I'm doing this like first thing in the morning so I can have these cooking during the day. So we're gonna go ahead and rinse this and do it again.
Okay, so this is the 3rd rinse. So I'll fill it with water and then some vinegar and lime too.
Okay, so we got this big bowl of oxtails rinsed and drained 3 times. This is the 4th water bath. I did an extra one because it was still like a lot of stuff floating. So yo, this bowl is huge. This is a lot of oxtail. So I have some white vinegar, some vinegar. I have 2 limes. So some lime juice. Throw that in. Lime. And go ahead and agitate this. Make sure it gets all in. And now we're gonna go ahead and let this soak for like 15-20 minutes, and then we're gonna drain it and season it, and then let it marinate. Okay, you guys, so we had the oxtails sitting and soaking in this vinegar and lime water. We're gonna go ahead and drain this, discard the limes, and then season. Okay, so I have the oxtails nice and clean and drained. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze some lime juice on them. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and chop up the veggies for our marinade seasoning liquid. Well, our seasoning marinade. So I have 2 bunches of scallions here. I have well, this is like a red bell pepper, but it's turning green. A yellow one, a green and orange one. I just have some bell peppers here because as you can see, they're ripening and turning. So I have a red onion, this is like 2.5 inches of ginger, some tomatoes, and some thyme. I'm gonna go ahead and chop all of these up. I'll be back. Okay, you guys, so we have all of the veggies nice and chopped up. The oxtails right here. The first thing we're gonna do is add some browning. This right here is going to give it like a great color and some flavor, but mostly color. So you're going to add a good amount. Okay. Next, we're gonna add a little bit of Worcester sauce. Next, we're gonna add some Grace oxtail seasoning. This is how it looks. It pretty much has everything in one. This is my favorite one. And yeah, we're gonna season it. Don't mind if it looks like a lot, but this is like a huge bowl of oxtails. So.
Where's my money? Where's my money? Oh yeah, we had some.
Next, we're gonna add a little bit of adobo con sazon. Now we're gonna add some sazon completo. Next, we're gonna add 1 packet of sazon, some coarse black pepper, we're gonna add 1 of these Goya vegetable seasonings. I'm just gonna add 1. Next, we're gonna go ahead and put in all of our veggies. Wow, look at how colorful that looks. So we have everything in a bowl. We're gonna go ahead and give this all a nice big stir.
Where's our extra sandwiches?
Okay, so we have everything all nicely mixed. We're gonna go ahead and let this marinate for like an hour, and then I'll be back. OMG, you guys, look at how this meat is looking. It's been marinating for like an hour, and wow, look at that. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, so over here, you guys, we're going to brown some brown sugar. First, we're going to put a little bit of oil in the pan. That much oil. Now we're going to put some brown sugar. About that much brown sugar, and then we're going to brown it in the oil. Okay, so we got the oil and sugar to the perfect color, this nice penny color. Now we're gonna go ahead and brown the oxtail in this oil, and as they're brown, I'm gonna put them in this big pot. And as you're putting the oxtails out the bowl, try to like brush off some of the vegetables, because we're gonna put that in after. Try to just put the meat in.
Oh my gosh. Do not keep jumping on the bed.
Okay, so I got all of the oxtails brown. That's what's left in the bowl, the seasoning. I have all the oxtails in here that are brown. This is a huge pot of oxtails. And this is the liquid that I browned them in. We're going to use it all. So right here, on top of the brown oxtails, we're going to pour this seasoning liquid on top. Okay, so I put all of those seasonings and vegetables in there. Here, this pot that I had it in, I'm going to put some water. Try to get all that seasoning come off the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour this water into this, the liquid that I used to brown them. Okay, so I have the water in the pot that I browned the oxtails in. Now I'm going to put some minced garlic and some tomato, some ketchup. This is just a no preservative ketchup. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix this all up and then pour this into the oxtail. Okay guys, so we poured that liquid into our big pot of oxtails, and I added a little bit more of water, just until it like just almost covers it. See how the water's like down there, but it's not like totally submerged, because they're gonna like break down and fall more into the liquid. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these simmer on medium, see, for like about an hour. I'm gonna stir them after about 45 minutes, make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom, and then we're just gonna keep our eye on them. Okay, so it's been about 45 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a nice big stir, make sure nothing's sticking at the bottom. Nothing is, because there's enough liquid in here. Ooh. Yeah, this smells so good. Oh my gosh. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let this continue to simmer. Simmer down now. Ooh, this smells so good. Okay, you guys, so it's been about an hour and a half I've had this simmering. What? Wow, look at the color. Wow, look at the color. These smell so bomb. Oh my gosh. So these have been cooking, simmering for about like an hour and a half, an hour, 45 minutes so far. So next, since I'm making two big pans of this, and this is a huge pot of oxtails, I'm putting in two of these 13-ounce cans. I'm putting in two of these 13-ounce cans of butter beans. You don't have to use butter beans if you don't like them, but I love butter beans and the oxtails. So I have two big cans. There goes one. Oh, and I drained them. Of course, I drained them. And here's the other one. Ooh, yum. Yum. Okay, so I got my 2 pounds of butter beans in here. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these in. Yum. Yo, this is gonna be so good. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna float 2 Scotch bonnet peppers that I rinsed off. And the reason why I'm putting this in now is because I'm just gonna let this simmer down, and I didn't want it to like maybe, you know, bust open when I stirred in the butter beans. So I'm just gonna float 2 on the top, and I'm just gonna keep this simmering on low, let it reduce until it gets nice and thick. And these are gonna be some bomb oxtails, y'all. Look at that. What? Yo, this gravy is gonna be so good. But yeah, the fire's on low. We're gonna let this just simmer slow and low. Give it a few stirs like every half an hour. Make sure it's not sticking, and just reduce this liquid down. Real quick, you guys, I decided to add another Scotch bonnet just to, you know, make sure it's enough flavor, because this pot is so big. So I put 3 instead of 2. So I'm just letting y'all know. Be careful when you're stirring it, because you don't want to bust the pepper open. You want the flavor, but you don't want the heat. So be careful when you're stirring, and make sure you know how many peppers you used and you don't break them. Try not to touch the pepper. See how I'm stirring around it? Look at this, y'all. My gosh. Okay, so it's been like another 45 minutes or so. Ooh, it's been reducing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Ooh, yeah. Y'all see that? So y'all see that nice thick gravy it's making? I want it thicker. So we're gonna go ahead and keep reducing this down. So the gravy is nice and thick. Guys, here's my oxtail. Yum, yum, yum. The gravy is so nice and thick in here. Y'all see that? Imagine that on top of some rice and peas. I'm actually making rice and peas, but you know, this is for an event, and I'm not making the rice and peas until like I'm heading on my way out the door. So imagine this on top of some rice and peas. Look at that gravy. Y'all already know oxtail gravy is the jam. If anything, if one thing I could say is maybe I would have took it off the fire maybe 20 minutes before I did, because some of the oxtail came off the bone, like some of them, but that ain't really no problem at all, is it? But yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, y'all, this is my video. I love when you guys try out my recipes. Don't forget, if you do, tag me on Snapchat, Instagram, so I can see how you did it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to do you, boo. Bye, guys.
You know I got that act right. They'll be home by 3. They'll put you straight to sleep.
Is that right?